Hi, good day everyone. So today we'll be doing paper 2, number 6, and this year we're going to be doing May, June 2023. Alright, so let's read the question first. In the question below, they said pi is 22/7 and the volume of a cone with radius r and h, so they give you the formula for volume of a cone, which is a third pi r squared h. Right? The diagram below shows the sector OMRN, so that's this entire thing, of a circle, right? This is the center of the circle. The radius is 12 centimeters. So if the radius is 12, right, then ON is 12 as well as MO, because those two are radius, right? It's on one side of the circle to the center of a circle. And the sector, the angle sector, is 168 degrees, which formed using a thin sheet of metal. All right, calculate the perimeter of the sector. So first off, how do we find perimeter? What is perimeter? Right, now we know perimeter is distance around an image, and there's no formula that says that is perimeter of a sector. They give you the perimeter of an arc, right? And we know an arc is, hold on one second, right? R is actually our arc. So if I was to highlight it, let's use a highlighter right here. This here is actually the arc of a circle. Now, if you don't know the formula for arc of a circle, it is found in your formula sheet, right? So when they said perimeter, they mean from O to M, and then that pink one, which is MN, or R they call it, and then they also want O to N. So we want the total distance that I just now shaded. Right, so first off, let us find what is length of arc. So length of an arc is equal to theta over 360 multiplied by 2 pi r. Right, we know the radius, r is 12. We know pi is equals to 22/7, and we also know theta, as the degrees, is 168. So you just put these values in. So this is 168 over 360 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 22/7 multiplied by r, which is 12. Basically, just putting this in your calculator. Right? When you put this in your calculator, you're going to get an answer of 35.2 centimeters. So the length from the pink region that I shaded is 35.2. So now that I know the length of my arc, my perimeter of the sector would be OM, which is 12, plus that arc, which is 35.2, and then the next 12, right? So we're going from here to here is 12, and from here to here is 35.2, and then from N to O is also 12, right? So after you do that, after you add all of this up, you're going to get the answer 59.2 centimeters, because it's perimeter, that's all. So it's 59.2 centimeters for our first question. Let's read part B. Part B says a cone made from the sector above in A is joined OM and ON. So basically, they join the two blue parts. So now let me use my so what happened here is, if we look at this, Let me show you guys what happened. This is the part that they join up, the two blue parts. Right? And then this circle would have been the sector that we had, that is the pink part here. Okay, right? So now, what is the length of OM? OM is actually 12. So we know that this blue part here is 12. Let's write what we know, right? So this is 12 here. And the length of our arc is what they made into a circle, right? The length of this arc here is what they made into the circle. So that circle is actually 35.2. So this here is 35.2, right? Now that we know, and the radius, to find the radius of the circle, we already know the circumference. Now, if you know the circumference, right, we know that circumference of a circle is equal to 2 pi r. We know that the circumference is 35.2. We know that pi is equal to 22.7. So basically making r the subject, right? So we're going to put in 35.2 is equals to 2 multiplied by 22 over 7 multiplied by r. We don't know what r is, so that's 35.2 is equals to 44. And multiplying 2 by 22 is 44 over 7 multiplied by r. We want to make r the subject, so r will be equal to, if we carry across multiplied by 44 over 7, to divide, right? So r radius will be 35.2 divided by 44 over 7. So r is equals to 35.2 multiplied by 7 over 44. You simply put this in your calculator, right? And when you put this in your calculator, you're going to get 5.6 centimeters. So what is the radius of the cone? 5.6. And that is how you would find this. Now, let's put this here, 5.6. They're actually asking you to calculate the height of the cone. Now, if you look at this, what type of triangle is that? That is a right angle triangle. And as soon as you hear about the lengths, you think about, oh, Pythagoras' theorem, right? Pythagoras' theorem tells us it would be a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, where c is your hypotenuse, and your hypotenuse will be the side that is opposite your 90 degrees. What is the side opposite? That is 12, so your hypotenuse is 12. So basically, it's 5.6 squared, we don't know what the next side, plus b squared is equal to 12 squared. So you know 5.6 is equal to 31.36 plus b squared is equal to 144. You want to make b subject, which is also known as height, right? B is equal to height. So what we're going to do is carry this across. The opposite of plus 31.6 would be minus. So b squared is equal to 144 minus 31.36, right? And as b squared would be equal to 112.64. But we don't want b squared, we want b, or height, right? So if you carry across squared over the equal sign, the opposite of squared is square root. So b, or also known as height, height would be a square root of 112.64. You simply put this in your calculator and I'm putting it to three significant figures, okay? The answer would be equal to 10.6, and because everything is in centimeters, the three significant figures, right? Or one decimal place, whatever you want to call it. I call it three significant figures, right? So your height is equals to 10.6 centimeters, and that is how you would find the height of the triangle that we have there. So this question says calculate the capacity of the cone in liters. First off, everything in this question has been centimeters cubed, right? Capacity is also known as the volume. So they're telling you to find the volume in liters. They already gave the formula. Volume is equal, volume of a cone is equals to third pi r squared h. Alright? Where radius is equals to 12. No, sorry, no. What am I saying? It is of this cone right here, right? So radius was not 12, radius was 5.6, that's what we calculated. 5.6. The height was what we calculated, which was 10.6. Alright? Pi is equals to 22 over 7. We just put that. So volume of a cone would be a third multiplied by 22 over 7 multiplied by 5.6 squared multiplied by height, which is 10.6. You're going to get, when you put it in the calculator, you get 348.2, because the volume will be centimeters cubed, and this is to one decimal place, right? I approximated to one decimal place one time. Now, they did not ask you in centimeters cubed, we want it in liters. What you have to remember is that 1 liter is equals to 1,000 cm cubed. And now you're going to use if then therefore. Now, because we're trying to find for liters, right? We have the left hand side and you have your right hand side. Right hand side is what we're trying to find, so it's in liters. The first line is what we know. If 1,000 cm cubed is equals to 1 liter, then 1 cm cubed would be your right hand side divided by left hand side, which is 1 over 1,000. And we want to know how much is 348.2. So therefore, 348.2 centimeters cubed will be how much ever for 1 cm cubed, which is 1 over 1,000 multiplied by 348.2 over 1, and this would be equal to 0.348 liters. I'm putting it to three significant figures, okay? So what is the capacity of the cone? The capacity of the cone is 0.348 liters to three significant figures. And that would be our answer for this question. Right, and that is the end of May-June 2023, number 6.